What's good, EYTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So, on this day in boxing history, November 17th, 2001, Lennox Lewis, the Lion. Lennox the Lion is this is a rematch, you know what I'm saying? And he's actually about to fight he's fighting a rematch against Hasim Rahman, you know what I mean? Hasim Rahman had beaten him earlier that year, you know. Hasim Rahman's the guy from Baltimore, you know what I mean? The guy, Hasim Rahman, was a tough guy, you know, a former drug enforcer, you know what I'm saying? You know, Baltimore, you know, they get busy with the drug trade, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's almost like the order of the day in some certain neighborhoods, you know what I mean? And Hasim Rahman was definitely in that world, you know what I mean? And he was an enforcer, and this guy so happened to become the world champion of the world, heavyweight world champion of the world in South Africa when he beat Lennox Lewis and snatched the lineal title from Lennox Lewis, WBC title, and the IBF strap, you know what I mean? And that was a great fight. I can remember it like it was the other day, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a fight that I was really excited for. You know, the fight was in South Africa. I was really excited to see what kind of atmosphere they're going to bring in South Africa for a big heavyweight title fight. You know, Lennox Lewis had promised Nelson Mandela that he would like to fight in South Africa in front of Nelson Mandela, and he did just that, you know what I mean? I don't recall if Nelson Mandela was in the building that particular night. I don't think he was, you know what I mean? But Lennox Lewis fulfilled his dream, you know what I mean? He fulfilled his promise to the late great Nelson Mandela, you know what I'm saying? You know? I'm not too sure, but I think even Floyd Mayweather had said that he had wanted to fight in South Africa in front of Nelson Mandela or something, if I'm not mistaken. But that never happened, you know. Floyd ain't never gonna fight outside the United States, let alone fight outside of Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, this fight right here, man, this is the rematch, you know. The first fight, Lennox Lewis got starched out by a right hand playing on the ropes with Hasim Rahman. Was it in the 6th or the 7th round, you know what I mean? I can't quite remember right now. It's been a while since I've seen it. I think it was in the 6th or 7th round. This man, Hasim Rahman, set the jabs up. The man Lennox Lewis was playing, had his hands below his waist like he almost always does, you know what I mean? That's one thing Lennox Lewis had a bad habit of, and that man Hasim Rahman dropped that right hand like Hiroshima. Straight up and down, landed on his chin, and the heavyweight champion of the world went down. He tumbled down, man, right in South Africa, man. You know, and that fight was a great fight because, you know, the man Hasim Rahman was a guy dedicated, man. This guy ain't come to play, man. He came to get that title. You know, he even came to South Africa a month before the fight to you know, assimilate to the climate, to the terrain, to the time difference, you know what I'm saying? The man Lennox Lewis probably came to South Africa like a week before the fight, you know what I mean? And, you know, the man Hasim Rahman was there like Muhammad Ali when he came to Africa, man. He got to love the people. The people of South Africa loved him. He was eating their food. He was basically like a honorable South African for that fight, you know what I mean? And I don't quite know who the fans were going for, but when Hasim Rahman won that title, they were jubilated, you know what I'm saying? You checking it? I know I was, because like I've said before in previous videos, man, I wasn't a Lennox Lewis fan when he fought, you know what I mean? Not because he wasn't good. I didn't, you know, the man was a good fighter. But, you know, it's just something about, you know, in the 90s, man, we were going for Holyfield or Tyson, man. You check, we rooting for the American guys, you know what I mean? Lennox Lewis was that foreign guy, you know, the guy, like I said before, was he English? Was he Canadian? Was he Jamaican? We didn't know his identity, you know what I'm saying? And we were definitely going to ride with Tyson's and the Holyfields, or even Riddick Bowe, you know what I mean? Whoever was going to fight Lennox Lewis, we was riding for them. But I definitely got to appreciate Lennox Lewis more after his career. But that fight with Vitaly Klitschko, that's the fight that made me a fan, you know what I mean? And when I looked back at his career, in my opinion, this guy Lennox Lewis is a top 5 heavyweight of all time, you know what I mean? The man has beaten every man that he faced, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he has 2 losses, but he avenged those losses against Oliver McCall and Hasim Rahman, you know what I mean? Now look, this is what happened in this particular, actually this fight, how it happened the first time, it was supposed to be Lennox Lewis versus Tyson, you know what I'm saying? But Tyson had got suspended because of smoking pot, you know what I mean? He had smoked some pot, and he got suspended for some months. I can't remember how long, but that's why that fight didn't materialize then. So then the man Lennox Lewis picked Hasim Rahman to defend his titles against. And people makes the excuse for Lennox Lewis saying, oh, he was shooting that movie with Vladimir Klitschko, that Ocean's 11 in Las Vegas. That's why he came in out of shape and whatnot. But hey, Hasim Rahman ain't get the memo, man. He came to make history that night, and he became the lineal and undisputed champion. He wasn't undisputed because, there was other belts that was around, I'm saying, like the WBA that Lennox Lewis did vacate because he ain't want to fight John Ruiz, I'm saying. Let's not get that twisted. Let's keep that in perspective. He ain't want to fight John Ruiz, so he vacated that WBA belt. And WBO belt was also somewhere lingering, you know what I mean? You check it. So in the rematch, after Lennox Lewis got beat, this is the rematch right here. And this fight was in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, November 17th, 2001. And it was a great fight, man. Great fight. The first round, as you can see, Lennox Lewis is just using his jab and getting out the way, you know what I'm saying? He ain't standing in front of this guy, what's his name, for too long. And actually, I forgot to mention, this man Hasim Rahman, he ain't want to give this man Lennox Lewis a rematch, you know what I mean? He ain't want to give him a rematch because, Lennox Lewis obviously had a rematch clause, you know what I mean? But this guy Hasim Rahman was looking to fight another opponent at the time, you know what I'm saying? Rather than give the man a rematch, you checking? And the man, and that time he was with Don King. After he won the championship, Don King signed him up. He put Hasim Rahman on his roster. You check it. So now the man, Don King and them weren't trying to fight Lennox Lewis. Don King always feared Lennox Lewis because he knew what was really good with this guy. You know what I mean? And the man Lennox Lewis sued these guys. He sued Hasim Rahman and Don King. And he said, hey, y'all gonna give me my rematch. And he won the lawsuit. And the judge said, yeah, you gotta fight Hasim Rahman, you gotta give the man his rematch clause. And that's what happened, you know what I'm saying? So, this man Hasim Rahman, like I said, you could see in the first fight, man, the first round, Lennox Lewis was using his jab. And actually, Lennox Lewis drew blood in the first round, you know what I mean? He caught him with a kind of right hand, you know what I'm saying? Jabbing, and then he caught him with the right hand above the eye. A clean cut, man, and he drew blood in the first round, Lennox Lewis, man, was fighting beyond the jab for 4 rounds, you know what I mean? For the first 4 rounds, you check it? Lennox Lewis was just there fighting behind the jab, wasn't staying in the puncher's way. And even it looked like this man, Hasim Rahman, was trying to box himself, you know what I mean? Instead of being an aggressive fighter, he tried to, I guess, he was a smarter fighter in the first fight. And that's what he was basically trying to employ in this fight, you know what I mean? Trying to use his brains rather than brawn, you know what I mean? And Lennox Lewis, man, that length and the reach was just too much, you know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, he was winning the first 2 rounds straight up and down with the jab, you know what I'm saying? He set up the jab with his, he set up his right hand with the jab occasionally. But as you can see, man, it's jab city all day. Jab city, you know what I'm saying? A real stiff jab. You check it. And Lennox Lewis is patient, real patient, man. And these two guys, man, they didn't like each other. I know y'all remember that ESPN. What was it? Was it Cold Pizza? One of them early shows they used to have on ESPN back in the G in the morning, where these two guys got to fighting in the studio, man. And they really was throwing blows and really looking to hurt each other. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that that link in the description so you can peep for yourselves, You check it, but man, this fight right here was Lennox Lewis all the way, man. The first 3 rounds, the first 3 rounds, like I said, man, Lennox Lewis, you could even see them punch stats, man. The man was dominating, you know what I mean? You check it, he's outlanding the man, Hasim Rahman, and he's actually trying to get back his belt, man. He ain't playing with this guy, you know what I mean? You check it, patient fight, using the jab. Lennox Lewis, man, always used to keep his hands low, though, man. For a heavyweight, that scares me, man, because these guys throw that lumber, man. And it's a wrap, dogs, It's like they throwing a freaking cement block in your face. You check it, it's that kind of risk and danger involved when you're fighting these massive heavyweights, you know what I mean? You check it, look at Lennox Lewis circling. You know, he's circling to his right, trying to get away from this guy's right hand. You know what I'm saying? Occasionally even Lennox Lewis did go to the body, you know what I'm saying? He did go to the body occasionally, but he fought a real composed fight, you know what I'm saying? But I actually want to get to round 4 because the first 3 rounds look like the same exact thing, you know what I'm saying? The same exact thing. Lennox Lewis controlling the jab, controlling the distance, staying out of harm's way, staying with keeping his broomstick in front of him to keep this guy at a distance, you know what I mean? And that's the key to victory for a guy like Lennox Lewis every single fight. And a guy like Lennox Lewis, when he throws 30 jabs per round, he's never lost a fight. And I guess he knew, he got the memo, you know what I'm saying? He looked at his game plan and he said, that's the way I'm going to win this fight, you know what I mean? And this is round 4, you know what I'm saying? And the guy's being patient. You check it. And there it goes right there, the beginning of the end for the former drug enforcer from Baltimore, Maryland, Hasim Rahman, you know what I mean? He got caught with the best 1-2 I ever seen knock a man out with, you know what I mean? That man, oh my gosh, look at this guy, man. It's a wrap, man. No guy test, man. No guy test. Lennox Lewis got it done again, you know what I'm saying? Becomes undisputed champion again, you know what I'm saying? He becomes what? How many times was he a world champ? He was a world champ one time. Lost to Oliver McCall. You check it, then he got a title back. You know what I'm saying? And you check it, he's a 2-time world champ. You know what I mean? You check it, and then he beat what's his name? He beat Shannon Briggs for the lineal title. He beat Evander Holyfield for WBA and IBF strap. You check it. So that already right there is like a 4-time world champ, you know what I mean? And then this right here he becomes like a 5-time world champion right here, you know what I'm saying? When he gets this title back, you know what I mean? You check it, he becomes a 5-time world champion, you know what I'm saying? Because he had the WBC twice, or 2-time WBC. And now right here, a 3rd-time WBC. And yeah, this is like his 5th or 6th title right here, you know what I mean? So Lennox Lewis, the great man, you know what I'm saying? And that 1-2 right there, man, I remember it like it was yesterday, man. All that blood leaking from that man Hasim Rahman's mouth, man. It was something crucial, something mean, you know what I mean? Here you go. Here you go. Soon come. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I said this is a significant fight in boxing history because this guy, Lennox Lewis, has beaten every single man in front of him, okay? If he never lost to these 2 guys, Oliver McCall and Hasim Rahman, guys who at my level were inferior to him, I'm sorry, in my opinion, were inferior to him, this guy would actually be undefeated, you know what I'm saying? He would be undefeated, and this is a historical fight because he avenged the loss, and he became the undisputed, the lineal champion again, and he got his his IBF and WBC straps again. You know what I mean? So this is a great fight, and this is on this day in boxing history. Lennox Lewis beats Hasim Rahman to regain his titles again. All right. So let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about Lennox Lewis and this particular fight. And let me know how you felt about him regaining his championship back. And you could also let me know what you thought about him losing this title the first time out there in South Africa. You know what I mean? The Hasim Rahman via KO. All right, B March Boxing. Thanks for listening. Peace.